Hello, this is Darth Evilcheese.
And I'm Mendo Cat.
This is our review of the Hot Toys 1/6 scale, the Armorer action figure from the Mandalorian TV show. And this was a Sideshow exclusive. And it may still be available, I'm not sure. Although, I don't know when I'll put this video up, so that might not matter. But there you can see a little Sideshow exclusive sticker. And it's wrinkled! Good thing I don't care about that sort of thing, or I'd be like, why is my sticker wrinkled? But, yeah, nice picture of her on the box. It's got this little wraparound thing they've been doing lately in the Star Wars figures. Nice picture there. Look at the back. Blah, blah, blah. And then opens up like a shoebox, like all these Star Wars figures do. There's another really cool picture of the figure on the little flap. You take the flap off, and there's the figure covered in plastic. All of her accessories. Well, let's get out of there. On the back, there's a background taped on there, so we'll get that out. Okay, sir. Okay, so there she is, opened up. And she is super cool. She comes with that big background there, showing her little tool setup and a bunch of accessories. She comes with a standard Star Wars base. Seems like I've got a lot of sandy bases lately, but went back to one of these. I haven't got one of these in a while. And she comes with a bunch of armoring accessories. She's got these little grabby McDoos.
In case you guys haven't noticed, we call them the wrong things just to piss people off at this point, because it's fun.
This is a little squirty McFirer. Melt stuff or something or whatever. Melted onto other stuff. That's the proper welding term. Here's the breastplate of the Mandalorian. All dinged up. Here's a little piece of Beskar that the Imperials stole. And here's a little spoon, a little ladle, whatever, filled with some melted Beskar. There's a hammer. And then she's got alternate hands, 4 alternate hands, 3 alternates for her left arm and 1 alternate for her right arm. And a couple little extra wrist joints. So that's cool. Seems like she comes with the tools that she should come with.
Mm-hmm.
You did mention that it would be cool if she would have came with her
Forge.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that she wouldn't, but it would be cool.
Well, like Obi-Wan came with the little table that shows holograms and.
Because I mean, the Forge is big, but it's not that big.
Yeah. So now we can look at the figure, and she is really cool looking. It's one thing about the Mandalorian show is there's so much things in that show. It's like, that was really cool. That's so cool. And she's one of them ones that's like, that lady is really cool. She's got a cool looking helmet. She just acts like a badass. And then shows that she can fight pretty well. I was trying to say she fights badassly.
Badassedly.
But I couldn't think of the right words. But she seems really cool.
I really like her donking people with her hammer.
Yeah. And then you later find out that her group is basically Death Watch, which people had guessed before that maybe that's what these spikes are for when Darth Maul took over Death Watch. And some of the Mandalorians in that group had spikes on their helmets, and that could be why she has those. Not sure, because they're not exactly like how the other ones had them. But it could be related. But I like her fur. I like her little Mandalorian skirt. I guess that's partially just because she's welding. But also makes her look more feminine, I guess. I don't know. But she's really cool. We weren't sure if this fur needed fluffed up more because I thought it was a little more ragged looking. It seems to be combed down real nicely. It seems like they sprayed it too. Like they're purposely making it all smooth. But I don't know. We might try to scruff that up a little bit.
I do have to say, whoever they have in charge of doing costuming on The Mandalorian is doing a very good job.
Yeah,
I very much enjoy the costumes on the show.
Yeah, they got lots of awesome costumes. Just about every character. Except for Grief Karga. His costume's kind of boring. At least for figures, because I bought his Black Series figure. I'm like, man, this figure's boring. But just about everybody else is cool looking. But, yeah, I like all the different materials on this figure. Just looking it over, it's like every little thing is like a different material or plastic looking thing. Like the cloth and this and the gloves. Like everything looks like it's different material almost.
I have like the suede on the ankles.
Yeah. Not sure what's going on here, but this like comes up and meets this part of the boot, but here there's a gap. I'm not sure.
I think it's just slid back.
Oh, okay.
It's on elastic.
I thought it was like glued in place. This big old seam here opens up.
I wore boot covers like that before. I took an industrial materials class where I poured molten aluminum and they had us put on leather boot covers.
Did you have
in case
skirt?
it splashed. No, I had a big apron.
Yeah. Well, I think that's kind of what this is supposed to be like. But I like the back of her skirt thing too. It's got the little flap.
Butt flap.
Yep. And her helmet's really cool. It has the female sort of eyes that they have, but just the rest of the design is really cool too. And even like this is kind of metallic looking. So Mando Cat fluffed up her fur a little bit. I think that looks a little better. It doesn't look like it's been smoothed down with.
Well, I mostly combed out the whatever kind of spray they put on there.
Yeah.
Just so it wasn't quite so smooth.
Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. I wonder if that fur is fireproof, because that's one thing that's a little odd about her being the armorer is working with a forge. It seems like a little spark would land on this and whoosh. But maybe it's fireproof.
I'm just imagining her smelling like burnt hair all the time.
That she uses that to intimidate her opponent.
Oh God, you stink.
There she is holding a couple weapons. Tried to quickly get her into that pose she does, but
That's close enough.
yeah. Need to adjust her wrist and stuff a little more to get it a little more accurate. But that's cool. We had to look up the scene because we knew she uses two weapons to beat up the stormtroopers.
And we thought it was these two, and we were correct.
Yeah. Well, I knew she used a hammer, but I couldn't remember if she used that because it's so skinny. It's like, did she use that? But she does. But I mean, I guess if it's made of Beskar, which maybe, I don't know if it is or not. It could be. But it wouldn't really bend or anything, I wouldn't think. So she can beat some people with it, even though it's a skinny tool. There she is holding the ladle full of molten
Soup.
Beskar. She's like, Mando. What does she call them? Since I don't know what she calls the other guy's name. I guess she calls him Dinjar, maybe. She's like, you must eat this. And he's like, but don't kill me, that's molten Beskar. And he's like, this is the way. And then everybody else is like, this is the way. And then he eats it and dies. That was a deleted scene. They cut that out because they figured that the show would end immediately. So, and there she is holding the little welding tool and the breastplate. Like she's welding something on there. I don't know what the hell she's welding on there. I think she's just pretending to work, so because the other Mandalorians are watching her.
Maybe she's gonna melt little nipple marks on it, like what is it?
Batman.
Batman Begins?
Or no.
No. What's the name of it? It's Batman something.
Batman and Robin.
Oh.
Batman Begins, Christian Bale.
That just came out of my mouth, and I was immediately like, "That's not what. No, that's not it." Christian Bale should have had bat nipples.
Yeah, she's not. She don't even turn it on when they're watching her. She's just like pretending to work. I mean, she's there like 24 hours a day.
She's making the noise with her mouth, just going. Shh.
And she's there like 24 hours a day underground. She's got to pretend to be doing something the whole time.
Yeah, how much armor work can she possibly have to do?
So there's the armor next to Mando in his first outfit, or first set of armor you see him in. And there she is next to Mando in his Beskar outfit. There she is welding on the Mudhorn sigil.
I think your sigil would just be a piece of cheese.
Maybe. But yeah, that was another cool scene. I just liked how they talked about him getting that, and then towards the end of the show he gets it. Mm-hmm. And there she is giving him his screeching son of a bitch, whatever they call the backpacks. Jetpacks? That's some kind of name for it. I can't remember right now. Didn't they have a name for it? Yeah, I think they did. I think they do. Because like you need to master the flying dingleberries or whatever. I forget what they called it. They called it something. And there she is, seeing Grogu. And she's like, is this the guy that's made you be a little idiot?
She's looking at it like, what is this little walking booger? Why'd you bring this here?
And then she's like, you must be its daddy now. For some reason. Alright, so try articulation. Oh look, you got just a black neck under there. So if you ever look up there, you can see she has no head. But obviously they couldn't give her an alternate unmasked head because they've never shown it.
That's what she looks like.
Yep.
She's just got a black lump inside of an empty helmet.
Yeah. Well, she's super into the don't remove your helmet rule, so probably no one knows what she looks like. But the articulation on the helmet's pretty good. Her head or whatever. And up the shoulders. It seems pretty good. Probably have to shift this around as you move it. A single joint at the elbow? Or is it just stuck? Seems to be a single joint. That's weird.
That's dumb.
I don't know, it's hard to tell because you can't see up in there, but it feels like it's just a single. And the wrist, spin, it's got a hinge. You gotta adjust or shove this back. Get that to move around. Oops. Pretty limited to the torso, it feels like.
Well, there's a lot of clothing going on there.
Yeah. And then the hips, better than I expected. I thought that was going to... Well, I guess because this is open in the back. Allows for a little more movement. Seems I want to go up to about there. Is the single joint there too? Huh. So I would have expected that to be a double joint. Back spin. Lots of good articulation at the ankle though. So, articulation's alright, but I don't know why they gave her single joints at the elbows and knees, unless they're just all stuck.
Yeah, because I mean, there's some poses from the show when she's fighting where she like crouches down that would be cool to put her in, but I don't think they'd really work.
Yeah. Alright, so I really like this figure. It is a really badass looking figure.
Mm-hmm.
I like the accessories it comes with. The outfit is really, really nice looking. The helmet is really cool, sculpted. I like the fur. Yeah, the articulation is a little limited, but it's still better than some Hot Toys figures that barely move at all. But I really like it.
Yeah, I think she's pretty cool. And like you said earlier, all the different like textures and kinds of fabrics really puts more spice on it. I don't know how to say it. Like makes it more visually interesting.
Yeah. If it was, it could have been a more boring figure if they didn't make everything stand out like they did. But yeah, I like her accessories. Mm-hmm. The background's cool. I'm not sure they're going to use it just because if I had a shelf just for her, I'd probably use it, but...
We have way too many figures to have just a shelf for anybody.
Yeah. So she's going to be lumped in with the other Mando figures. And they don't even have a background right now. They will someday, probably. But yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's worth getting if you're a fan of the show and fan of her. Fan of a her. Well, this is Darth Evilcheese.
And I'm Mando Cat.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Hey, Mom.
I thought I told you to stop calling me Mom.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I keep doing that. But, should I go up topside and do some bounties or what?
Why are you asking me?
Because you are a leader.
I'm not the leader. I'm the armorer. I make the armor.
Oh. Well, you sure seem like the leader. I mean, the way you keep telling us what to do and talking to us, telling us all roles, I thought you were the leader.
I'm the armorer.
Okay, so who's the leader around here? Who do I talk to ask what to do? Hello?
I guess I'm the leader.
Ha, I knew you were the leader. So what should I do?
Go do some bounties.
Sounds good to me. See you later, leader. So, are you actually my mom too?
Get the hell out of here!
Hey everyone, it's Clementine from The Walking Dead, and you are watching Mr. Evilcheese and Zombie Cat. Don't be a shitbird and subscribe already. Do it. Thanks.